guys, my name is Macy Peral, and I am here at my most recently completed project. It's called Blanca Bay, and I can't wait to show you around. Follow me inside. So when we first purchased this property, it was actually two completely separate houses that were connected by a hallway. You could not even see the house from the road, nor could you see the lake from the house. It was so overgrown. We decided to demo the oldest house, add an addition in its place, tie it into the home that we decided to keep, and I think it came together beautifully. We have 4 primary bedrooms, all of which have king-size beds and their own en-suites, and then we also have a bunk room that sleeps 8 people. I knew that the whole house had to flow cohesively, but I wanted each room to have its own feel. When we first purchased this home, this was actually the kitchen and living space, but it felt completely different. So one of the first things that we did during demo was tear down the wall that separated this space. I wanted it to feel more spacious, and I wanted everybody who stayed at this house to be able to all fit right here together to hang out. So this right here, when we bought the house, was actually 2 separate bedrooms that were separated by a Jack and Jill bath. I knew it was the perfect opportunity to make a bunk room. So what we decided to do is we had to measure the full length of the space that we had to work with, divide that into the length of we knew we wanted twin XL beds so that adults could sleep in here as well as children. Just like we did with our other bedrooms, we also added a full ensuite. So every single bedroom in this home has its own full bathroom. So one thing about a project like this is that you have to keep in mind your vision from the very beginning and incorporate it into every decision that you make along the way. I knew that I wanted this house to feel like a vacation home, but not just any vacation home. I wanted people to come here and feel like they were on a tropical vacation. I decided to do that by bringing in tropical plants, incorporating pictures throughout the home of tropical destinations, and that was both on the walls, on coffee table books, even using wallpaper, as well as bringing in a lot of wood elements and things like wicker and rattan. This property is a lake home. From every room possible in this house, I want people to feel like they are on vacation, they're at the lake. One of the ways that I did that was by taking out every single small window that I could and adding sliders. So not only could people see out, but they could walk right out to the lake. And then this is a 2nd-story bedroom in the addition. Sliders were not an option in this one, so I opted for doing these huge windows that go all the way to the floor. I've worked on plenty of new construction projects, and I love those because for the most part, you can create the space to feel like whatever you want. One of the challenges with a project like this is when you're working within the parameters of a renovation or building an addition, this basement had to be this L shape. So I decided to separate the space into 3 distinct areas while keeping it all cohesive. Since I decided to keep most of the walls and the cabinetry white in this house to keep it feeling really light and airy, I knew I would need to bring in some darker tones. So I did that by doing things like bringing in darker colored chairs, really warm materials, just different textures and different tones to ground the space so that it didn't end up feeling cold and sterile. One of the ways that I wanted to bring the outside in was by incorporating this bar window, and it opens up straight out into the pool area. I did not want people to feel like they were at the pool, but they were also on the road. So we dug really deep, we added this retaining wall, I covered it in white stucco. All you see is your beautiful pool deck and the lake in front of you. Once we tore down all those trees that were blocking the view of the road and the view of the lake, it left us with a lot of ground to cover. You can see behind me, we have a brand new dock. That old one was not going to hold anybody up. We also brought in dump truck loads of sand and gave a sandy beach down here. We have a fire pit. We added a hot tub, the pool, a pickleball and basketball court. There's really no shortage of fun things to do here. So as an interior designer, this was by far the biggest project I had ever done. I have done flips in the past, I've done renovations, I have helped clients with interior design projects and selections, but I had never taken a project all the way from A to Z with a complete demo, all the landscaping choices, a renovation on the exterior, choosing furnishings, decoration. So this was a new challenge for me, but I loved it. Well, that is a wrap for the Blanca Bay project. It took 2 years, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. I learned a lot, and I can't wait to take you guys along with me on our next project. See you soon.